Morning Show.
Muy buenos días, compañeros, y bienvenidos todos al Sugar City Morning Show. Para hoy, jueves, el 8 de marzo, son exactamente las 7:05. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana, compañeros. Good morning, welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. For today, Thursday, the 8th of March, and it's exactly 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're transmitting live from Nortevision Channel 10, and we have arrangements with cable signal providers, which permits our signals to be watched all over the country. And if you don't have cable, you can still watch us through an on-air channel, Channel 10. And we're also live on the internet through the YouTube connection to the YouTube program. You very simply have to go into that program, type in YouTube, and type in Sugar City Morning Show, and voila, we are on the screen immediately. It is a pleasure to greet you this morning. A happy day for a lot of people, a sad day for a lot of people. Compañeros, es el día después de las elecciones, cuando mucha gente está alegre, mucha gente también está bastante triste, decepcionados más bien, decepcionados. Debo ante todo felicitar a todos los miembros, los candidatos, ya no son candidatos, a los miembros del concilio de Tongue Board por todo el país de Belice, empezando aquí en Orange Road, dignamente, Corozal, Belice, Belmopan, San Pedro, San Ignacio, Benqueviejo, Dangriga y luego Punta Gorda. Sea quien sea, te felicito yo, porque al final del día la gente te ha elegido para hacer un trabajo y lo importante es hacerlo. Compañeros, pero antes que lleguemos a comentario político, vamos a empezar nuestro programa con una oración que hay que darle gracias a Dios por todo. Espero que que se unan, vamos a ser positivos, que se unan conmigo a darle gracias a Dios por todas sus bendiciones. Padre, te damos las gracias por todas tus bendiciones, por la vida, la salud, las fuerzas. Gracias, Padre, por el amor constante, el amor incondicional, el amor eterno que tienes para nosotros. Gracias, Padre, por todo eso. Te pido que continúes bendiciéndonos a nosotros, nuestros familiares, amigos, compañeros de trabajo, vecinos. Por favor, Padre, continúa bendiciéndonos. Y como siempre, Padre, para aquellas personas que más lo necesitan, siempre pidiendo para aquellas personas, los enfermos, enfermas, en hospitales, en las calles, en las cárceles. Para aquellas personas que están solas, decepcionados, aquellas personas que están trastornados, guíalos, Padre, cúralos. Por todos nosotros, que tengamos un bonito día. Te bendecimos, te alabamos y te glorificamos siempre, Padre. Amén. If you've just joined us, it's exactly 7:09. Beautiful morning here in Orange Walk. This is the weather forecast for today, Thursday, the 8th of March. Fair and mostly dry weather prevails. That's good. That this is kite time. Mostly sunny today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers will be isolated and mostly over the south, which is the extreme south, Toledo. Winds blowing from the east-northeast at 5 to 15 knots. The sea state light chop to choppy. Temperatures along the coast 84 degrees Fahrenheit. As a high, 75 as a low. Inland 88 degrees Fahrenheit as a high, 63 as a low. And in the hills, 76 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 56 as a low. There are no advisories or watches in place. The outlook for tomorrow, Friday, Mamma Mia, tomorrow is already Friday. And just a quick reminder that next week, Monday, is a holiday. All right? For tomorrow, the outlook for tomorrow, Friday, is for only isolated showers to develop. Well, we don't want any more than that only. There's a low tide this morning at 8:19, a high tide at 2:12 this afternoon, a second low tide at 2 minutes after 10 tonight rather, and the second high tide tomorrow at 3:26 in the wee hours of the morning. The sun rose this morning at 6 minutes after 6. The sun sets today at 1 minute after 6. The moon will set this morning at 1 minute before 11, and the moon will rise tomorrow morning at midnight plus 11 minutes. In other words, 12:11. Thank you, forecaster Francisca Wellington, for this information. Muchas gracias, compañeros. Buenos días. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, jueves 8 de marzo. 8-9. Mañana viernes 9. 10-11. Generalmente tuviéramos un día feriado mañana. Pero porque ahora se acostumbra a hacer puente para los fines de semana. Y dirías, bueno, ¿por qué no hacerlo viernes también? No, en realidad los trabajadores de gobierno dicen, si me das, la gente que trabaja sábado dice, si me das viernes, no me ayuda, porque sábado tengo que ir a chambear de todas formas. Así que, compañeros, se ha decidido y se ha tomado la decisión, muchos países han tomado esta decisión, de darlo el lunes, entonces para que sea domingo y lunes, sábado, domingo y lunes. Así que este lunes es un día feriado. Hoy vamos a tener buenas condiciones secas y hoy está bastante soleado. Parcialmente nublado por la noche, sí, vamos a tener unos chubasquitos aislados, pero esto sucederá sobre el sur del país, es más, en el distrito de Toledo. Los vientos del este-noreste de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar ligeramente agitado, no hay ninguna advertencia en lugar. Las temperaturas por la costa, 84 grados Fahrenheit, con una máxima, 75 con una mínima. En el interior del país, 88 grados Fahrenheit con una máxima, 63 con una mínima. Y por las colinas, compañeros, únicamente 76 grados Fahrenheit con una máxima y 56 como una mínima. Se espera que mañana viernes por la noche tengamos chubascos aislados desarrollando. Una marea baja a las 8:19 hoy por la mañana, una alta a las 2:12 hoy por la tarde. Luego entonces una segunda marea baja a las 10:02 y una segunda marea alta mañana a las 3:26. El sol salió hoy a las 6:06. El sol se oculta hoy a las 6:01. La luna se oculta porque está fuera todavía aún a las 10:59, es más, las 11:01, y luego sale hoy por la noche, por la madrugada, a las 12, medianoche con 11 minutos. Muy agradecido a Francisca Wellington por esta información, lo ha compartido y lo ha puesto en el sitio web de MedService desde mucho antes de las 6 para que personas como nosotros podamos compartirlo con ustedes, compañeros. También hay que agradecerle a todas las personas que trabajaron durante estas elecciones, es más, en capacidad oficial. Hay personas que todavía, me imagino, se están yendo a dormir, o quizás algunos que no han tenido el lujo. The Elections and Boundaries Commission utiliza los empleados de gobierno, aquellas personas que ya están muchos años en su lugar, y ya luego los utiliza para el trabajo de administrar las elecciones. ¿Okay? Entonces, estas personas vienen de Treasury, de Agriculture Department, por todo. Y entonces, porque es el Civil Service, es el Public Service, que corre y administra las elecciones aquí en Belice. Eso suele suceder en muchos lugares también. Y estas personas quizás no han ido a dormir. Hay que reconocer el trabajo que han hecho. Algunos todavía aún están contando o estarán llegando a su casa. Muchas gracias, porque final del día vivimos en un país democrático donde podemos ir a las urnas y depositar ese voto sagrado. Vamos a hablar más acerca de los resultados de las elecciones, pero primero hay que agradecer a nuestros patrocinadores, al honorable Gaspar Vega, el señor German Vega y el señor Eduardo Vega, también agradeciéndole a Jelly Smith Shop, Dano Milk, también Telemedia, Government of Belize Information Service y a compañeros también a Belize Marketing and Development Corporation. Quiero también desearle a todas las personas que están cumpliendo años hoy muchas felicidades, que la pases muy bien. Si estás celebrando aniversario, si es que estás, vas a tener una fiesta de aquellos, que la pases bien. Como decía un familiar mío, pórtense bien, y si te portan mal, llámenme. Compañeros, vamos a una pausa. Eso fue chiste nada más. Vamos a una pausa a las 7:17 minutos, así rápidamente. Estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios. No se vayan.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can whip it scream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk, then of Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
I want to watch my video.
Girls, be quiet. Just give me a minute.
Hey, Miss Michelle. Kids giving you trouble again?
Yes, they're making me crazy. Plus, the internet isn't working.
I know what you mean. We had internet issues too. Then we signed up for Diginet. Best decision ever.
Diginet?
Yep. It's BTL's new fiber optic internet for your home that they are rolling out countrywide. Now, it's just awesome internet all the time. Plus, my parents have the ultimate bundle, which comes with a free mobile postpaid plan and a free unlimited home phone.
Did you say free?
Yes, I did. And for a businessman like you, you can bundle and get 6 gigabytes free mobile data every month. My dad loves it because it saves him a lot of money.
Save?
Yep. Plan starts at $69, so you can stop stealing Miss Michelle's Wi-Fi now.
Not true, miss. Not true, miss.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. Head over to VTL and see for yourself.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, The garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community. The same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Show. It's exactly 7:22, 22 minutes after 7 o'clock on a beautiful Thursday morning. It's a distinct pleasure to come back a la rutina diaria, and to welcome Mr. Robert Chucky Usher, my good friend. Good morning and welcome back. Welcome back to the old routine.
Good morning, Emmanuel. Good morning to all our viewers. A pleasant, beautiful. It's Thursday, Pa.
Yes, and tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah, it's Thursday, and we want to wish everyone a most pleasant, beautiful morning, a most pleasant, beautiful day. And I hear to read the weather report this morning, and we feel the weather how it is, but somehow, Pa, like that daytime hotter. One time we're going into the early morning, like between 12 and 4 in the morning, like it get cool, man.
Yes.
What cause
no,
that?
I normally, because there's a little northeasterly breeze.
Okay.
And normally I would sleep with my windows open. I am the kind of person who doesn't like to be locked up.
So that Bermuda day.
So welcome back. So what happens is that about 3 o'clock in the morning or so, when it begins to get a little bit cool, and I have to get up and out the fan because frío o no frío, el bendito abanico está puesto.
Yep.
But I also close the windows. So, this morning I had to do that as well. Well, yes, early this morning I had to do that because it was rather cool this morning.
Yeah. Yes, and we only got like 22 more days for the Easter. I understand people are looking for getting river fish, so they're in a bad shape because I understand that most of the lagoons are very high when it comes to water, especially Cookie Tree Lagoon. The water they're high. But before we start the discussion, Pama could go to Delvin because Delvin needs to go to school.
Yes.
So we will get Delvin on the line this morning.
I got fish at the market the other day.
Uh-huh.
I got fish for $5 a pound, and I got 7 fish for 2 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And I fried them, and they were very, very nice. As a matter of fact, I'd like to go over today or tomorrow and buy some more.
Okay, well, we got Delvin on the line.
Yes. Delvin, good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are you, Mr. Emmanuel?
I'm doing quite fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing quite fine as well.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And a bright sunny morning.
Yes, yes.
So the weather good at San Pedro then?
Very nice this morning, Mr. Checky.
Okay, the breeze blow.
The sun, the morning, it is very still today. The sun is just peeping out. It's not a windy morning compared to some other ones.
Okay, okay.
Still.
So you're ready to go back to school today, or you not got school today?
We have classes today, well, as far as I'm concerned, so.
Okay.
When I'm ready.
All right, so that means you're ready for the poem for this morning as well, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
All right.
So what's the title of the poem today?
All right, this one that I have is entitled God Speaks in Silence.
God speaks.
When we are silent, yes.
Okay, God speaks in silence.
Yes.
Right, go ahead, Delvey.
Okay. I came from humble beginnings, thatch and patch roof, too much rain, and we'd have to put on our rubber boots. I met the world, and the world had me for a brief moment in time, but God did not let me go. His patience is so divine. Partying, hanging out, and having many types of friends, some good, mostly bad ones. The world was like my playpen, but God was patient, and He knew me. Even then, when I hid from Him, when I hid from myself, He picked me up, dusted me off, and placed me on a shelf. And that is where He keeps His children that He loves. Don't tell me you've gone too far. There's no escaping God's love. Even though I was against Him, He patiently waited for me. Even when I didn't love myself, He poured all His love on me. No, I'm not talking about religion, where you just sit in church and pray. That's only a part of it. Listen. Be silent. Listen to what God has to say. He has made Himself available because that is who He is. Life isn't always easy, but He has all the answers to every quiz. If we humble ourselves and take time to know Him and get into His word, you have nothing to lose. He's already greater than all things existing. He has already conquered the world. He speaks in silence.
Yes, I like that. I like that very much. They say that, and I think that I have mentioned this to you, Delvey, but they say that God's greatest gift to us is our conscience, because that is the medium through which He speaks to us. He speaks to us through our conscience. And you know, a lot of people don't understand the concept of God speaking to us through our conscience, because He is within us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But our conscience is something that He gave us to be able to make decisions, to discern between right and wrong. And many times people think that they do things because some supernatural force told them, hazlo, yo soy el diablo, hazlo. No, they did it themselves. You know, I personally, I believe that man has a capacity to do good and an inherent capacity to do bad. And we don't have to be pointing fingers at anybody for that. O es el diablo. Andar, darle el cuento a tu abuela. No. Eres tú que lo hiciste. Soy yo que lo hice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So listen to your conscience. Get in contact with your conscience. Get in contact with yourself. And you will hear God speaking to you.
He never stops speaking. It's just us who stop listening at times, most of the time. So.
And now just quickly, humility has been misunderstood. They say when you're humble, you're supposed to say, está bien que me peguen, está bien. No, that's being foolish. That's being stupid.
Right.
Humility is the capacity to permit God's work to be done.
Right.
Okay? That is humility.
Yes.
Do you agree with me?
I very well agree with you. Being humble doesn't mean you're going to be stupid. Because if someone punches me in the eye, I am a humble person, but I wouldn't allow anybody to.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
I would defend myself.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
You know, they have a song that says, "Please don't take my sweetness for weakness."
For weakness, right.
Or
kindness for weakness, you know.
Yeah.
But thanks, Delvey.
Thank you too.
Thank you, Delvey. I enjoy your poems always. I want you to know that.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
So have a great day.
You too now. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Emmanuel, as we're here this morning, everybody know that yesterday municipal elections was held over the entire country of Belize.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the People's United Party has won the municipal elections here in Orange Walk. That means that Kevin Bernard and his team will be on the town council for another 3 years. And that is pretty much the same situation in Corozal. And in, surprisingly...
The only difference in Corozal was that the party that was in power didn't win. So it's not like you right to say here in Orange Walk, they will be returning.
Right,
it's a new council.
It's a new council. And that's pretty much the same story in Belize City, which came as a big surprise. I'll be honest with you. And here is me talking. If I were a minister of government residing in Belize City, I would be worried.
Yep. It's time to ask question what I'm doing or
but
what I'm
I
not doing.
think at the end of the day that the people reacted to the crime situation in Belize City. I think that the media had a lot to do with that, and they had pretty much hammered it into the minds of people. You have to send government a message. You have to send government a message that the crime situation in Belize City is rampant and growing. So we have to send them a message because nothing is being done about it. Now, I hope that the politicians take it for what it is.
Yeah.
I don't believe that it is in dissatisfaction with the council itself, because I think that the council itself did very well.
Right,
the government did very well in infrastructure and so forth. It cannot be. It just, that people would react senselessly to a situation like that. But I think that it's a voice saying, grab hold of the crime situation. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning. Buenos días.
Muy buenos días.
Quiero felicitar al equipo de Tom Council que ganó y entrando. Gracias a Dios por eso.
Ok, ¿quieres felicitar al equipo? Oh, perdón, lo tienes puesto ahí.
If we look for some figures, Emmanuel.
Go ahead,
Yeah, let me get that call.
Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
¿Qué les pasó, man?
¿A mí? No.
No, a su partido.
Muchas gracias.
So if we go back to figures, right, we have 67 seats in the country, I believe. Now the PUP picked up 11 in Belize City, 14 between Orange Walk and Corozal. How much is that? 14 and 11.
They have 25.
Huh?
They have 25.
Yeah, because they won one in Danriga. Right. Emmanuel, they won one seat in Danriga as well.
26.
Okay, so 67 seats are there, and they have 26 out of 67. Remember, they only had 5, right? So where they at now?
51.
Somebody wants to know who won in San Pedro. The UDP won in San Pedro. But Emmanuel, all of this thing, that's all that the people decide, that the people decide who they want to elect for come in and power. Regardless if you give them 5 cents, if you give them 1 cent, or they're just going to vote by their own will, they decide.
Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
Hello?
Buenos días.
I wanted to see what happened to the UAP now. They're very disappointed.
Go ahead.
What happened to them? Know that Right Honorable Dean Oliver Barrow said that they were going to win all the municipal elections. I want to know what happened.
Do you want to say that?
Yeah. Well, what happened is, like I was saying, Emmanuel, that even the Prime Minister alluded to that he was not so sure of Orange Walk. He said it yesterday in an interview. He was not, and he said about Corozal is always close. but he believed they would have probably still hold on to Corozal. But Corozal won, I think, little over 100 votes. That was the results there in Corozal. So his predictions was there when it comes to the North, right? And you know, the North, when it comes to the politics up this side, things tight this side, Emmanuel. Things tight this side. But you see, what happened is, I see that with the party, high persons from the party was sent to San Ignacio, to Belmopan, to Stan Creek and PG. But the concentration in the North was not that way. Right, Orange Walk, yeah.
That's exactly right.
So I guess the strength was supposed to be on the ones that are in power in this era. Like when you look at Orange Walk East, Honorable Elodia Aragon is the man that manning in that era. But if you could please stay in Spanish, Emmanuel, because 3 persons want to know where the UDP, what part of the country the UDP won.
Antes de llegar a eso, tenemos que ir a una pausa. Me está indicando el director que tenemos que ir a una pausa, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes. A propósito, si es que tú tienes un listado de todos los números, porque no lo encuentro, en Elections and Boundaries, por favor, mándamelo a través de la página Facebook de Sugar City Morning Show para que yo en torno pueda compartirlo con la audiencia. Pero vamos primero a esta pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos, compañeros. Son exactamente las 8 menos 20 minutos. Aquí enviándoles atentos saludos a todas las personas, pero también me es muy grato darle la bienvenida, los buenos días y la bienvenida al señor Rubén Campos. Buenos días, Rubén.
Buenos días, Eduardo.
Vale, así va.
We're always right. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
Buenos días, señores.
Buenos días.
Hola.
Yo solo quisiera decir una cosa.
Ajá.
Eso que ganaron del PUP, eso no fue honesto. Esa gente hicieron algo. Eso no es honesto. Gracias.
Ándale, muchas gracias, señora.
But RC, like you said the day you were here, we're going with vote and we do what we have to do for election day, but then on Thursday morning, we'll wake up back and hi to your neighbors, and because we all live in one community, right?
Well, yes. I mean, it's a process that happens every 3 years, and it goes, like I say. But anyway, let me just say good morning to everyone. Muy buenos días, and we thank God for another beautiful day. You know, sun shining bright. And like you said, yes, I feel bright because it's like a sport. You have two teams. And even when you come close in a football game, there's overtime. But somebody must win. So there are a lot of reasons why we lost and the PUP win. But I like I said, I am who I am, and I want to congratulate the Orange Walk re-elected new municipality. We have to recognize that during the campaign we promote our candidates, which we did, and they promoted their candidates, and at the end of the day, the majority of people are the ones that decide. So we have to respect the wishes of the people. And we have to congratulate them, because for the next 3 years they're going to be our mayor and our councillors. And like I said, we all live in Orange Walk, and today, like yesterday and the day before, we have to walk the same streets, we go to the same shops, we go to church together, and we are one people, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And yesterday was a peaceful election. It was heated in certain areas, but at the end of the day, how they say, the people get the leaders you elect in both ways, you know. And in the next 3 years, we'll see what happens. And we hope that all the, whatever the plans are, that they come to fruition for Orange Walk, because all of us live in Orange Walk. We want to see a betterment in not only in Orange Walk, but throughout our country. We're Belizeans. And it's a humbling time for people to reflect. You know, that's why we have, like I said, it's Lent, and it's time to reflect and think and say, well, you know, what went right, what went wrong, why. But you have to sit down, analyze, and you cannot be pointing finger here and there. It's, if you're in a football game and you lose, you have to go back and practice harder, you know, find out how the footballer say. You watch the video where your offense there, your defense there, and you need to do that. But Orange Walk, let us pray for our beautiful town of Orange Walk, and let us go in peace and humility to know that we exercise our rights. Now, that's as a community. On the political note, then those behind the scenes in the political areas need to sit down and do the homework. But to me, it was humbling.
Every political party, after going through a victory, and especially after going through a defeat, has to do a post-mortem of the reasons why they lost.
But
yes, it's something that is just natural.
RC and
you have to do.
Emmanuel and RC, what I want to touch on, right? We know the Election and Boundaries Department, they have this law or rule or whatever you might call it, that over all medias that there should not be no campaign on election day.
Permit me to take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días. Good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Solo quería dar mi opinión de las elecciones que sucedieron.
Ándale, procede.
Había algo que Mr. Checky mencionó previamente de, por ejemplo, the support from the top bosses, from the high people in the party. For example, yesterday I heard that the Prime Minister was in PG down south, then he went to Cayo, and then he went to Belopán, and finally I think he went to Belize City. Yo creo que eso tiene que ver bastante de parte de la gente alto de arriba, el neglect que dejaron y no pusieron mucho interés y para que estén para poder ganar al norte. Esa es mi opinión.
¿Cómo? ¿Te puedo hacer una pregunta? ¿Cómo es que tú explicas la derrota del UDP en la ciudad de Belice, puesto que han sido testigos y muy beneficiados de muchos proyectos de infraestructura? La ciudad de Belice de hoy en día no es la misma ciudad de Belice de hace 3, 4 años. Así que ellos han beneficiado mucho con tanta infraestructura. ¿Cómo tú puedes explicar esa derrota del partido UDP en la ciudad de Belice?
Yo pienso que la gente UDP no salió, los que debieron de haber salido. Yo pienso que también lo que tiene que ver bastante es la situación del crimen. Sí. Eso tuvo que ver mucho, todas aquellas cosas que están sucediendo en la ciudad de Belice. Y sí es cierto, la gente ve que hay infraestructura creciendo, pero yo pienso que, yo siendo un UDP, yo pienso que es mucho más que eso. Sí. Debe hacer algo para empoderar a la gente, y eso es lo que veo que está faltando. Aparte de, es bueno la infraestructura y hacer que el pueblo se vea bien, pero es mucho más que eso.
¿Piensas tú?
Sí, es verdad lo que dice, que es mucho más que eso. La infraestructura crea empleo, la infraestructura hace que turistas vengan y todo, pero al fin del día, como usted dijo, hay mucho más. La política, por ejemplo, habló del crimen. Sí, el crimen es algo muy interesante, pero en la política, particularmente en Belice, tenemos dos partidos de masa que utilizan su como dicen, ¿no?, su armamento para llevar a cabo la política. Por ejemplo, en los Estados Unidos, cada 15 minutos, 10 personas son matados allá, pero en la noticia de los Estados Unidos tú no oyes cada rato que, bueno, hay cada 15 minutos. En la noticia de nosotros, eso es el tema de la noticia diariamente. Bueno,
a diario.
Sí, a diario. Así que
yo pienso que eso tiene que ver bastante con lo que ha sucedido, y el partido tiene que sentarse, reflexionar, ¿sí?, y para la próxima que venga la general o lo que venga luego, tienen que ponerse mucho a pilas.
Sí. Ok, muy bien. Sí, compañero, creo que estamos en línea, tanto tú como yo, en decir de que la gente le ha mandado un mensaje.
Un claro mensaje. Más claro que esto creo que no puede hacer, y es tiempo que se pongan a escuchar el mensaje que les ha dado el pueblo. Yo, siendo un partidario del UDP, lo veo claro que es un mensaje claro, y hay que escuchar al pueblo.
Bueno, sí, lo que ha dicho, señor, gracias por su opinión. Es muy correcto lo que está diciendo. Hay que reflexionar y no buscar excusas, sino, como dicen, cada problema trae una solución o una opción. Y hay que ver esto, la voluntad de la gente. La voluntad de la gente que se expresó ayer fue su voluntad y su decisión del pueblo. Pero, como se dice en la política, you get the government you put there. Y eso le da al partido en gobierno el tiempo para reflexionar qué trabajó, qué no trabajó, qué hay que mejorar. What we need to work, and where you need to find improvement.
Yeah, well, I mean, to say about the support for Orange Walk. The Prime Minister was in that era, but the Prime Minister can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead, Emmanuel. The Prime Minister can't be everywhere, but there is other leaders in the party. There's other high people, and got the chairman. I don't know if the chairman can Orange Walk or not come. I know it may come one time, but they have a closed meeting with the pan. But going back to this thing with, they talk about this election and boundaries, they have some big medias, the city, the moderators that they have up there, they talk about the crime situation. One of them go as far as, not say it plain, but how you squeeze it in, that will make people stay home. If they send one message to the government, they have a farmer ambassador, one of them on the radio, ambassador at UDP, what is squeezing thing, to mess up the party, and then they do their own thing, and then they're the same big medias when the party support and give them when it comes to financial support. It goes back to not looking at your people. And election and boundaries need to check the people where they go on because they say enough for campaign for election day. And the things that people they talk about this thing with boots what happened, then the thing not supposed to mention per a day. But then at the same one day when they go up on a break, you hear about so much infrastructure.
I agree with you 100%, Checky, because yesterday I was quite disappointed in some of the TV stations and so forth, because they were actively campaigning. It can be construed as campaigning. Campaigning.
And it happened
right there on the spot.
So you say, RC, these are some of the things that the party needs to look into, because the party, you say like Wave, they never did no campaign yesterday, they just play music, but then the other big one,
we play music.
We play music. Then they touch base. And most of them are the ones that got the big contracts from the government, where this party, lead. And look on this. They're not everything what people say is correct, but people got their views as well. And maybe out of the views of some people.
Well, that is where you learn and get time to reflect.
This one say, RC, I think that the campaigners of the UDP never do their job correct. This one say, good morning, will they be having class of like Makulada school today? I don't think they will have class. This one say, good morning, truth, lazy campaigners. None came to my home. My neighbor was every minute in the ride at her house. The blue were like ants around there. Barely any red was around here. We need to work on this campaign to try to make things better.
Well, you see, the organization has a lot to do with it, and it's departmentalized. Okay, everybody has a job to do. However, like you say, today is a day to acknowledge the will of the people yesterday. The exercise now will be again para reflexionar and look at all these things. The message is clear. You need to listen to the people. You know, the people are the ones that vote. And like I said, it's humbling. And like I said yesterday, I stayed till the end at La Immaculada. I was one of the few. And I usually stay at the end because you need to learn. You need to learn what is happening. I am a student of politics. And I have always said that we are born Belizeans first. And then we choose where we go thereafter. But I think at the end of the day, how you work along with the people has a lot to do of how your projection and whether you win or lose takes effect. For example, you mentioned about support for the media. Now, support for the media that is an area where the party needs to reflect. How did you deal with the people versus infrastructure that the caller says? That's another issue you need to deal. What is it that are you going to create a program to love your country or to want to love your party? Now, there are a lot of issues, because if you look at the love your country and do the development like Eduardo said in Belize City and why happened, that didn't matter to people. They didn't matter to people. It didn't matter in Corozal. So what is it that matter to the people? Does it matter to the people that if you come to me and do so, A, B, or C, or rather than construct? But is that
A, B, and C?
But is that? I mean, people, for example, my neighbors, and so they get free cake.
Sugar Morning Show. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
We're still here.
Dime, buenos días.
Congratulate the town council and the people who are in job. We went to the polls and everything was peaceful. And I promote civility, right? So let us be civil to each other, and the work continues. We need to build up Orange Walk. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks to you.
No, and the caller is right. We congratulate everybody. I mean, the candidates have put their name on the ballot. You know, it takes a lot of courage to put your name on a ballot to participate. You understand? Because you feel that you have something to contribute. So everybody needs to be congratulated. You did what you need to do. You did it as best as you could with what you had. But then, like you said, there's serious.
There's a note that came in and says people they want money, they don't want development. Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos dias. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Is that the morning show?
Yes, it is, sir. Talk to me.
What I'd like to say now, election has come and gone, and next election has been coming already. and I think that we, the UDP and the PUP have to tighten up now. Because the UDP have beliefs to tend to. They talk about, okay, I eat pay street, okay, I eat pay train. Okay then, let them maintain the people there and get their grocery and thing like that, and see if that can work out, if you have a work run in a bumpy road and thing. Because I got to tell you, last night, the mayor come out playing, I never give Johnny no kudos. He said Cordell Hyde is the one who won this election. So Johnny have to tighten up too, and things like that. People got to be smart, and things like that. They give them a job to do, so the rest of the 2.5 years, see if they can do it. And if they can't do it, then we shall retain our minister again. But if they prove themselves that they can do the job and keep the list clean and feed the people like what they say, then I feel like we'll be having a change of government, right? So we got to be smart, but Johnny got to be careful. Because the mayor said, he didn't, we never say he didn't help. He said, take his hat off to Cordell Hyde.
Which one of the mayor, sir? Belize City Mayor.
The Belize City Mayor?
Yes, the Belize City Mayor take off the hat to Cordell Hyde.
Okay.
Because that Cordell Hyde make you win the election. You see, so like, I don't know what Johnny may do with Belize because he never said nothing about Johnny and things like that. And we thought they don't win already. What we could do? We have to wait till the next election comes to see where I don't know again.
Yes.
So we just have to write the program. I will just keep a wait till I use it with a PUP, Tom Council again, Coruscant the same, and Belize the same. We can't change nothing, so why should we have to wait? We're not supposed to call the radio station and talk negative things. You're supposed to apply them and see how they will work and how they could work. So when the next big election comes, if they could win the seat. You see what I'm talking about, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So why should we fight against each other?
Well, there is no reason to. There is no reason to.
Okay, maybe people will take politics different from that.
Yeah. No, there is no reason, and the difference between the municipal election is that you have interaction with constituents. When you have a general election, then it's a one-on-one thing.
I have a message.
It's a one-on-one thing.
I believe that the PUP's victory is a wake-up call for our UDP representatives. I am certain that the UDPs did not vote blue, but rather they abstained from voting. I hope that our government has the ability to listen, that the alarms are ringing.
Like the message. We need to take one break.
Yeah.
But that goes back, and when it comes to what that person is saying there, Emmanuel, to the low voter turnout in some areas.
Yes.
And the low voter turnout in some areas then are where the PUP win.
Yes.
So what? The UDPs are the one that was abstaining there.
Yes.
Let's take one break and we'll discuss some more.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd like to invite you to call in 302-2170 or send a message to 600-5769. Compañeros, vamos a una pausa rápidamente.
Hi, my name is Michael Tios. I'm a Diginet customer.
Okay. No, I state your thing, but
my Diginet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while the buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe just the music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for DigiNet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my DigiNet plan. Since switching over to BTL DigiNet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending H1 to sign up for DigiNet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in San Pedro, Northside, Belize City, and Ladyville. Coming soon to Belmopan and Orange Walk.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macal River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just put it on another level.
A lot of youths can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, in a whole.
I have to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG,
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0.
4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostrands, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rostrands.
Notice to residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show.
Welcome back. Bienvenidos de vuelta.
Should I say welcome back to? Yes, well.
All right, welcome back.
RC, but you know, the election is what it is.
Yes.
But like I mentioned about them people, some of them people when they on the media as the campaign, and then the city we had a low voter turnout.
Overall, countrywide there was a low voter turnout.
What do you think alluded to that for this low voter turnout? The Orange Walk will have a high turnout. The People's United Party winning Orange Walk. Belize City will have a low turnout, and
all over the country there was a low turnout. Orange Walk had, I think, the highest in turnout. But one of the reasons is that you have, after so many years being in office, you know, it's a wave that goes up and it goes down and whatnot. People have what we call fatigue because the burden is there once you're in a government for too long, and then you need to be able to cope with people, and people are always demanding on every election. And then because you attend to many government matters, you concentrate on the government matters, and then there is less concern over political matters. And what we need to understand that in the political world, it's the party runs an election and the party goes to government, or the party runs an election and it goes to a municipality. Okay, so once you are there, you need to be in constant contact with your voters. You need to be in constant contact with the area that you represent, because one of the feelings I have always said that if you're a representative, my duty would be to attend to my people, to see how I can work with my people, because they elect you. When you go to government then and you start considering all the governmental options, which is good for the country, don't get me wrong. You form a government to work for the people, and to say that the country is not going anywhere, that's only a political rhetoric to gain votes. Because indeed Belize has grown, has developed a lot, and like the caller mentioned, even with the infrastructure where your roads are better, there's much more to be done. There's much more to be done. But the thing is that today is the day after. The day after. We have our opinion. But I think as Belizeans, we have to be able to recognize the gratefulness of all who participated. Some did not win. But we have to congratulate them, because we must give support to the entire people of our nation to continue coming out to vote. There are countries in the world where they cannot go and vote. Okay.
I believe what we need to look at RC, we need to get some numbers, especially when they had the UDP convention in Belize City. Make us see how much people may come out, how much votes Dion may get, and they turn out at the last municipal election when Dion may run, he may get the
Let's
highest
take this
votes.
call.
Yeah, yeah.
Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días, good morning.
Sí, buenos días, generales.
Buenos días. Buenos
Morning,
días.
Magar.
Aquí reportando.
Morning, San Morning.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo estás?
Ajá.
Por 30 pedazos de plata. La persona más conocida para todos nosotros, que es Jesús, fue vendido, fue matado después de todos sus milagros y su buen comportamiento como una persona correcta. Es algo similar. Yo estoy aquí analizando la situación y pienso que es una réplica de lo que sucedió en 98. En 98, cuando el Partido Unido Democrático rehusó los fondos de Ashcroft, fue algo similar, que casi fuimos borrados de la mapa. Creo que solo quedamos 3. Fue Dean Barrow, el señor Finnegan y Contreras. ¿Ah? Dean Barrow solo ganó por 36 votos. Casi lo sacan. Hoy estamos viendo lo mismo. El PUP dijo que se va a concentrar en Corozal, Orange Walk, Belice y San Pedro. Y no te voy a mentir, tú fíjate por la cantidad de votos que ganaron. Tú multiplícalo por 150 y vas a notar que allá hay una cifra de arriba de $20 millones. Yo te voy a decir porque yo fui y soy la maquinaria de aquí del este. ¿Ah? Y te voy a decir de que los números corresponden a su plata de que ellos dieron. Nosotros teníamos todo en orden, nuestra maquinaria trabajando, pero no teníamos el dinero para dar. Consideramos de que lo que estamos haciendo para nuestra gente, para la gente pobre, para los estudiantes, para todo el mundo, no tuvo impacto. Quiere decir de que la gente en realidad solo quería tener ese $100, $150 en su bolsa y ahí acabó. Se lo olvidaron de que mañana va a venir otro día escolar, otro año escolar. Se olvidaron de que viene un Punch Program que le está apoyando. Se olvidaron de que las calles de Belice fueron hechas de cemento. Se olvidaron que había un Punch Program. Se olvidaron de todo para conseguir ese 100, esos $150 que no los lleva en ningún lado. Nosotros tenemos que ver la realidad, tenemos que reagrupar, y como todo el mundo sabe, el beliceño, cuando llega a la etapa de asumir un desastre natural, vamos a reagruparnos y analizar y trabajar mano a mano. Quiero darle gracias a todos mis tenientes, mis coroneles, que estuvieron durante esta batalla y le dieron lo mejor que pudieron con lo que teníamos, porque nosotros creíamos honestamente en de que podíamos cambiar y progresar más allá de lo que hay con Philip. Sabemos de que el PUP durante los primeros 2 años no va a poder hacer nada, porque su manifiesto de ellos no es algo que van a poder hacer, porque sus proyectos de ellos están inalcanzables con los arbitrios que colectan del pueblo. Además de eso, ellos ya están endeudados en más de 15 años. Así que ellos van a tener que esperar de que el gobierno cambie en 2 años de acá. Así que por lo momento, todos los chaqueños no vamos a poder ver absolutamente nada. Así puedo darle gracias a la gente que nos siguió y pensó de que nosotros siempre somos el partido de la transformación, el partido que piensa en la gente. Quiero darle gracias a todos otra vez y vamos a ver. Al final del día, todos somos beliceños. Gracias.
A ti, muchas gracias.
Y así, gracias. La cosa que es esto, de que yo creo de que los partidos políticos tienen trabajo que hacer. Y mientras les damos gracias a todos, como dijo Shaquem, Emmanuel, de que se está... ¿Por qué? Why did things happen? But today is another day. Thank God for today. Vamos a ver qué es lo que podemos lograr hoy.
Y no, buenos días.
Hello, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Rubén, Mr. Manuel, Chequi, buenos días.
Good morning, sir.
Me siento un poco frustrado el resultado que vimos anoche, ¿no? Entiendo que yo personalmente he juzgado que muchos factores contribuyeron porque sucedió esto. Pienso que el UDP tiene que esforzarse mucho más por atender su gente.
Sí.
Hemos visto que la infraestructura, el desarrollo, en muchos aspectos es beneficio para el pueblo, pero vemos que mucha gente no ve eso, simplemente ve el día de elecciones cuánto tú vas a dar. Y yo te voy a decir, yo sospecho, no sé si esto afectaría a la empresa donde están trabajando, pero yo pienso que esas avionetas que vinieron, no solo vinieron por venir. Usted sabe que el PUP, dinero es su lema. Y mucha gente en estos tiempos pues está necesitado. Quizás piensan que $200 los va a ayudar por largo tiempo. Pero hay que prepararnos, viene otra guerra más fuerte y es lo más importante para mí. Yo pienso de que tanto la ley de Kenia debe estar más preparado con esas avionetas. Me imagino que van a estar por venir muchos más aún. Yo quiero pedirle a todos esos partidarios que no se dejen, no se rindan. Vamos a prepararnos para una guerra más fuerte. Y todavía hay mucho por hacer. Los empleados es otro de que yo juzgo siempre. Donde vayan, hay PUPs empleados gozando del beneficio de que nosotros hemos trabajado tan difícil, cuando hay otros partidarios fuertes que han luchado, solo están viendo cómo otros gozan de ese beneficio. Eso es mi punto hoy. Estoy un poco frustrado, pero sin embargo vamos a luchar aún más para levantar a este partido. Muchas gracias.
A ti, muchas gracias. Levantaste un tema que abriste un tema en realidad, que es una reflexión de mi forma de ver las cosas y también de uno de los compañeros aquí. Me invitaste entonces a hablar acerca de este tema. Pero primero vamos a tomar esta llamada y luego continuamos con ello. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días, good morning.
Hello, good morning again.
Morning.
I want to declare San Pedro is our UDP or our PUP one day.
UDP.
Because a lot of people believe that San Pedro is run by the PUP.
No, sir.
Right?
The UDP.
And whole time and Lower Assembly announced that San Pedro was won by PUP. And so people gone to bed and never hear who won that place. So a lot of people believe that San Pedro is won by the PUP. So if we could clarify that,
the UDP won.
And I give thanks for it. That way we know exactly who won the place.
Sir, the United Democratic Party, the UDP, won in San Pedro. I will, as quickly as I will give you the results.
But the meat of it is, Shakis, go back to what you were saying. The caller said, no, the UDP won in San Pedro, but the PUP had...
All the whole time they said that PUP won there.
Yeah.
No, sir.
And they still were saying it. So some people don't know who won it right up to now.
That is the part of the formula that you were talking about. You see where you invest in your support, you know.
Right.
I mean, thank you, sir. It's one good. It's one thing to see you're going to be equal with everybody, which we should be fair to everybody.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be fair to everybody, that means that all of us are children.
That's right.
You know, so that everybody should get a piece of the pie.
Yeah. See this one here. See.
Yeah.
You see, I am a voter of East. Representatives need to touch base with their constituents, like where Emmanuel always say.
Yes.
Not only at election time. Many betrayed the party because they have lost the confidence they once had. The UDP have to analyze what went wrong and in order to gain that victory for the upcoming general election. Visit your constituents, address their concern. Don't take people for granted.
Yes.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning. Buenos días.
Buenos días. Quiero hablar en Sugar City de lo que está sucediendo ahorita que ya sucedió, pues.
Dime.
Vimos en Corozal.
Ajá.
Pero quiero que le prenda el foco a los ministros, especialmente el que ve de los allá en la frontera, esos customs. Porque golpearon a alguien donde y uno está cruzando la frontera. Yo no te molesta que cobran, ¿verdad? También que taxeen, pero que no metan sus manos en tu cartera a buscar tu recibo, y si no lo quieres dar, te quieren quitar tus cosas. Entonces ellos deben de prender su flash ahorita. Ya les dieron, como dicen, un golpe. Ya los tocaron. Para el General Elections, ellos no abren ese flash. Ellos se van a... Por eso, como partidarios del UDP, tienen que abrir los ojos. Eso que le pasó a Corozal, yo fui y se lo dije al mayor, lo que están haciendo está mal. Pero no prendieron su flash. Ahora van a llorar. Ahora no deben de llorar, se deben de levantar y trabajar para la gente. Esos policías están golpeando a la gente con el custom. Yo no sé si el custom lo pagan para golpear gente. Yo sabía que los pagan para ver lo que está pasando, lo que está trayendo, el champán, no para golpear a la gente. Esos policías que están en la frontera están para defender a los beliceños, bueno, y a todos los que llegan ahí, pero no, quieren pelear juntos con el custom. Eso es una vergüenza lo que está pasando en nuestra frontera beliceña.
Es una vergüenza.
Porque en Centroamérica, en Guatemala, Costa Rica, Salvador, Honduras, por allá, no hacen lo que hacen los beliceños. El policía se cree dueño de la gente. De ninguna manera. Ellos están pagando para proteger a la gente. Y esos costos, especialmente los morenos. ¿Por qué hacen eso? No deben de hacer tantas cosas así porque la gente está despertando, igual como despertaron cuando el PUP vendió a Belice con el Super Bowl. Ahora están despertando a ver que en vez de que cuiden y protejan a la gente, están golpeando. ¿Qué un costo tiene que golpear a alguien? ¿Qué tiene que meter su mano en sus rival de las mujeres? Hasta donde dieron un pad. That's not joke, you know.
I understand.
Todo eso es parte de la organización e implementación para proteger y trabajar para la gente. Pero eso se tiene que ver cuando tenemos que reflexionar y ver qué es lo que la gente, escuchar a la gente más, pues, simplemente ponerlo de esa manera. Y si la gente ve que tiene una necesidad que la mayoría está afectando, entonces así se hace. Hay que trabajar con la gente. Hay que trabajar con la gente.
El ministro que tiene sentado a esa gente allá en el border, ¿qué están haciendo? Nada están haciendo por ver y proteger.
Todo eso se tiene que estudiar. Y no solo eso, para estudiar también cómo programas vienen en la nación. how programs come to the country.
Bueno,
gracias.
Estoy un 100% de acuerdo con usted, señora. Mr. Martínez, estoy un 100% de acuerdo con usted y yo entiendo que la reacción tiene que ser inmediata. Tiene que haber una cantidad de estudio en ello, claro, pero no te puedes atrasar en ese estudio, tienes que poner manos a la obra y tratar de recobrar esta cosa.
Una cosa dice, no cámara allá, ¿por qué? Porque tiene no teléfono. Ellos desde que llegan se están texteando de allá, y uno como se llama una emergencia y no quiere que conteste. Entonces, vámonos, coman UDP Ministry, levanten. Entonces, un llamado que les estoy haciendo, porque como les digo, yo fui y hablé con el mayor cuando estaban taxeando a los taxistas de Corozal. Y otra vez los estoy llamando para que se den cuenta de que la gente tiene un flash, y la mente es lo que la gente abre y ve que es lo que están haciendo. Tenemos que levantar Belize Ministry UDP. ¿Ah?
Es muy cierto, señora.
Ganó Bellos. No debía de ser de ellos, pero ¿qué? El mayor hizo tanta tontería. A mí mismo con el chip vendiendo placas de los taxistas. El que llegue vende placas. Ahora quiere llorar.
Ya.
Señora, gracias.
Gracias, sí, lo que dices gracias.
Igualmente a usted.
Those are part of the nitty-gritty, how they say, no? The nitty-gritty of what needs to be looked at. But I'm sure that, you can have a big table and put all the little parts together to the puzzle to do that. But it's good to listen to what the people are saying because that is how you learn, That's how you learn.
Buenos días.
I have a message. I say, Mr. Campos, ¿se puede decir dónde ganaron los UDP?
Ok, el partido UDP ganó. Vamos a comenzar con San Pedro.
Ganó 7 sillas.
En San Pedro, en Belmopan, en Dandriga,
en Benqueviejo,
en Punta Gorda, en San Ignacio, Santa Elena y Benqueviejo del Carmen. Son 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. En 6 municipalidades ganó el UDP. San Pedro, Belmopan, Dandriga, Punta Gorda, San Ignacio, Santa Elena y Benqueviejo del Carmen.
MRC, this person asked if we could read this text.
Perdón, antes de que lleguemos a ese texto, ya más quiero decir de que el PUP, según el conteo, cuenta con 26 sillas, arriba de 5 a 26 sillas en los concilios, y el UDP todavía aún cuenta con 41 sillas, haber bajado porque perdió fuertemente. Tenía 62. Ahora simplemente cuenta con 41 sillas. Pero siempre aún una gran mayoría en el país de Belice. ¿Ok? Adelante con el texto.
Dice, buenos días, yo soy pero ya es tiempo que los ministros abran sus ojos. Siempre tratan de ayudar más a los del PUP y dejan a su propia gente descuidados. Lo toman for granted que van a votar por ellos y al final ni un desgraciado PUP va a votar para el UDP. Ya es tiempo que nuestros ministros se paren para su gente y dejen a los PUP a un lado. Me da coraje cómo es que el PUP gana, pero aún estamos a tiempo de hacer algo. Entre el UDP otra vez va a ganar elecciones general, el norte bien. Descuidado, Mr. Aragón, que hacer más en el East, por favor, desde hoy hay que trabajar más, no solo en infraestructura, sino hasta con la gente. Okay? Así que, in other words, just like what the callers have said, that hay que trabajar con la gente más, hay que estar con la gente. You have to be with your people more, listen to your people, and Emmanuel, I really, we learn from what the comments of what the people are saying, because we must listen to the people. The voices of the majority of the people are the ones that go to vote and put the ballots in the box, and that is what is counted. So, yesterday has come and gone. Today is another day. We need to look at what it is that needs to be done. I am sure that even the PUP are organizing on what they're going to do for general election.
I understand there's a little scuffle in Belize City. I understand that some source from the police department locked down the city council. We don't really know for what reason.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that I get it from a reliable source that
Okay.
that is happening right now in Belize City, that the police department locked down the city council.
Okay.
Compañeros, vamos a una pausa, son las 8:30 y ya luego estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de esta pausa para el último segmento.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can whip it scream for Dano milk, it is real, yes, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can hear this stuff, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
I want to watch my video.
Girls, be quiet. Just give me a minute.
Hey, Miss Michelle. Kids giving you trouble again?
Yes, they're making me crazy. Plus, the internet isn't working.
I know what you mean. We had internet issues too. Then we signed up for DigiNet. Best decision ever.
DigiNet?
Yep. It's VTL's new fiber optic internet for your home that they are rolling out countrywide. Now, it's just awesome internet all the time. Plus, my parents have the ultimate bundle, which comes with a free mobile postpaid plan and a free unlimited home phone.
Did you say free?
Yes, I did. And for a businessman like you, you can bundle and get 6 gigabytes free mobile data every month. My dad loves it because it saves him a lot of money.
Save?
Yep. Plan starts at $69, so you can stop stealing Miss Michelle's Wi-Fi now.
Not true, miss. Not true, miss.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. Head over to VTL and see for yourself.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
Know with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Hallover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize. This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Hi, my name is Michael Theos. I'm a Diginet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while the buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, might listen to music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for Diginet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my Diginet plan. Since switching over to BTL Diginet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending each one to sign up for Diginet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in San Pedro, Northside, Belize City, and Ladyville. Coming soon to Belmopan and Orange Walk.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show. Hoy es el 8 de marzo y son exactamente las 9 menos 20 minutos. Ya, bueno, bienvenidos a este último segmento del Sugar City Morning Show. Compañeros, estamos aquí recibiendo llamadas y recibiendo comentarios de la gente luego de las elecciones que sucedieron ayer durante el curso del día. Y gracias por participar. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
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 And I think when UDP have to do now, they have to work up. Because especially with the campaigners. Now, you have the young people when you know how to approach people, then you have like 4 young persons the campaign. When they're supposed to like have an adult with nobody campaigning, along with the young one name. And I think that's a thing where be to a lot of the same thing we're going to do.
Thank you. That's a fact.
Yes.
That is a fact. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. You know, I think that this person has brought up a very important topic. The ability of campaigners, wherever you may be, Belize, Mexico, USA, wherever, the ability to campaign, because the easiest thing for any person can tell you, yes, I will vote for you. And that is very simply to get rid of you.
Yes,
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Manuel.
Ay, buenos días.
Hay muchos factores que pasó en estas elecciones. La llamada, la persona que llamó primero, tiene mucha razón. Yo soy un supporter del UDP. Tengo familias en Liberty Avenue que son supporters del UDP. But they never got a visit from any campaigners, nor from the area reps. And I guess my family was very angry at that. PUP were campaigning around her house, but not even in her house they reach. Because they are a UDP supporters. But so sad to say that not even our UDP campaigners reach at her house. So I have spoken to many other campaigners, as the scholar said before, and many have said that the reason why the UDP loses is because our campaigners do not do a good job at campaigning and taking out the people that is supposed to come out to vote for us. We have a problem, and we have to train the campaigners to campaign very good at the people. And when they tell you, I will vote for you, be sure to take them out. Take them out no matter what. You want to see the minister? I'll take the minister to your house. You want to talk to him? I'll get in contact for you to him. That is campaigning good for the party. And we need to train a couple of people that are die-hearted UDP and are ready to fight for the party. It's a wake-up call for all UDP supporters. The ones that did not come out to vote, they made their decision. Now we have to face what happened and to move on. I am a UDP supporter, and it's a wake-up call.
Yes, it is.
Prepare for something better. Prepare us to be stronger for the general. It's time to start now, not 1 month before election time. Now is the time to start to work harder, stronger, and a better campaigners, UDP members, UDP area reps. We need them on the ground more often. Contact with the people. We need them. Don't hide behind the walls of an office. People need to see you on the street that are regular people. Get contact with you. We need that from our UDP. Thank you.
Thank you. I could not agree with you more, caller. You have said a mouthful, and I congratulate you. I always said it, and I mentioned it to some of the senior members of the party, and I said, please get some training for your campaigners. So I agree with you. That information that has been coming from the campaigners is just wrong. Wrong. W-R-O-N-G. Wrong information. And they say, vamos a casa de fulanita esta. Buenos días, vine a votar. Ajá, sí, voy a votar por ustedes. Mentira. Ellos no van a votar por ti. Buenos días, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
I don't need to bash the minister, no? But I feel like my minister needs to get around a little bit more in the east. Because when she was campaigning, he campaigning with plans. And if you don't show the people in the east the plans where they campaign plan, people are get weak. If you don't die hard, you will get weak. And I know he got a hard ministry, police. But all over the year, we hear how they fight to get police get this and police get that and thing. I know the ministry is hard. But remember, when election comes around, the police are not going to vote for her. That the people in the east, he come back to and let them fight for her. But he have to show we that he really cares to the east. He needs to get around his people more and things like that. I know he got a hard protocol. I know he got a hard ministry. But they have to come around more with people there. Get along with the people there, because when the election comes around, police will go vote for her. That we the people of the east will have to vote for her. Thank you, sir.
Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you too.
Can I go through some text messages that
Please.
Yeah. Right. This one says, we live in a democratic country. The people have made their decision and it should be respected. Well, I guess all of us are respecting that. He said, good morning, buenos dias, the UDP. Never take care of the people. Say, come 20 years, the PUP, the UDP never look after them people, so they need to look after them people more.
Let me take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos dias. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Martinez Ruben and
morning.
Now this is Aragon, Eloy Aragon Jr. No?
Morning, Minister.
Emmanuel.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning, guys. Morning, radio listeners. No, I just follow on the card, you know. I had this morning sitting and watching it.
How are you feeling this morning?
Well, I tell you the truth, not feeling good. I mean, you know, the results of last night's elections is not good. It's not good for the UP in our job. We have to be real about that. We have to look at things for what it is, you know, in terms of numbers. And I do think that there's a lot that we have to do. I think that we look at where we are, and it is that we are in the process of doing this. So we look at where we are and what needs to be done. I mean, we could sit here all day and speak about that, and I didn't call in here today to talk about that. That is something that we will have to look at. But I'm just calling in and guys, and for the people of Joab especially, and Joab, I just want to thank all of the UP supporters who came out and support the United Democratic Party. I want to first and foremost thank them, because they are the backbone of the UDP. They came and voted. So all of the people that cast their vote, wherever you are in the storm of ours, I want to sincerely thank you all for the continued support to the United Democratic Party. Definitely, I am proud to know that we have our supporters like that, no matter what, are with us, and I want to thank and big them up for that.
I also want to thank all of our people who worked at the Alpha, people who were involved in one way or the other in setting up the whether you were in charge of logistics, the campaigners, the people who counted, the people who were working with scrutineers, etc. Everybody that was out there, our campaigners, etc. I just want to personally tell them thanks for all the support and the work that they did out there. This is politics. You know, politics is a tough game, like I've always told people. And there's a lot that we have to look at in terms of politics. You know, we could sit there, like I said, all day and talk about what the UDP did and what the PUP did. You know, I always look at the bigger picture things. I think that is for another time and another place for us to discuss. But for now, I just want to thank everybody that in one way or the other supported us. And like I said, there's a lot of work to be done, and we'll be looking at that. And I just wanted to do that today, you know.
Very good.
So, with that, guys, we continue to move forward. All I want to close up by saying to a UDP that was strong, diehard UDP, stay firm with the UDP. The UDP, at the end of the day, no matter what, has been the best party in this country, you know. And yes, it's not a perfect party, I've always said that, but at the end of the day, compare that to the PUP, and the difference is clear. You know, how and what happened at election day, etc. Well, those are things that we have to look at. And definitely we learn every day because we are human beings, and I always believe that we always have to be open to these things. But definitely, I just want to say thanks to everybody, and we will continue and discuss further. No, but thanks, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling, Minister.
But I finish off the text message. You don't really have to comment on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This
we have very little time, yes.
He said, please push through this for me. He said, for me, that the government needs to really start taking better care of us. For example, there are some people that have paid full purchase price for their parcel of land for almost 3 years now, and they can't get entitled. Right? So we mentioned that. What else we have right there? So that is not read as yet. Okay, hi, good morning. I like to... Good morning. Like I have always said, we are the ones that are on the front line. We still there. However, we are forgotten after the noise. After the noise. UPs are laughing at us. Yes, all right. I need to pass that one. Good morning to one and all. Bap. This one is Spanish, and it don't really make much sense. All right. So, all right. So.
Oh, you don't understand.
No, I understand it. I understand it. No, I understand it.
Yeah.
All right. I say. Margin victory in Orange Walk shows that the UDPs voted for PUPs the way that was a turnout. See,
it was a blatant slap in the face.
Yep. So
to what Mr. Aragon was telling.
Yeah, I think that is what exactly what this
2-to-1 situation.
And it shows that the UDP voted for the PUP. I have to be honest. I'm a UDP from since I was born. It really makes me angry when I see our candidates focusing on PUP voters. They get whatever they want. PUP laugh at us.
Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos días. Good morning.
Good morning, Manuel. Good morning, people.
No.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chicken.
Good morning, Pazuz.
Yeah, man, but you see what happens is we need to do something really in our Jack Central. We're not going to push from there to Grijalva. That's our big issue, and the borough has to know that. We're not going to push away with this one young way. They do nothing. You understand me? And not about him in the role in the QP side. Charlie Medina from Pedro, I see him personally. And he made a Corazal, Manuel Corridor, Manuel flying at the police. Right? That's our man with the move for the party. I are European. Thank God, whenever he hit Andrew Pierce, no break the out of Pedro. Right? And he would have never. We can't have him behind the farm. The last time we put the ballet, Giovanni, Guatemala for Rough Axmia, and he never worked for them. and all them, they put our areas for run and represent the Sampejanos. That I was left for the Sampejanos. And thank God to a lot of POP, Sampejanos, vote for we in a Sampejo. And right now in Jack Central, that's a we problem that they will have. So, then they have the push. We can get headway. And Louisiana, I'm confident we'll make it the other side, especially with Jamaica. But nothing, we just lose. So this is just a wake-up call, focus. We need for focus. Like next Carla mentioned, we have to get people with no for tag to your supporters. No, because in the POP you can't go see them. Yes, man, we need to go see them. Because we need for both. With everybody, you know.
May I interrupt you? Yes, I'd like to interrupt and tell you, the UDP lost in all 3 divisions in Orange Walk Town.
Yes.
It lost in the north, it lost in central, and it lost in the east, which is a damn wake-up call to all politicians.
This is a big time wake-up call for Mr. Barrow, the Barrow of Prime Minister.
Not only Mr. Barrow, but to the very people who are directly involved with the organization.
Exactly. He needs Mr. Barrow needs to come and join in the north, not just in a city. You need to move from Mr. Barrow. You need to move from all in the south, all in the country that the people put you there, right? So we need this general election coming 2020. You need to visit all the districts, right? Especially Sampejo. We need a support of you, Mr. Barrow. The people want to see you, right? And the big issue right now is that Danny Graham, and I don't think I'm ready for the people who want them. And I'll be honest with you, the people who want them, right? I did not big UDP. I would always will for them, right? But the other people that don't think like me, right? So, Mr. Barrow, you have to get somebody for this central or Jack Central. It's about time. This young man, he done the next 10 years, and no, he can bring you a victory. You understand? So, that's about time. But this week, come call Mr. Barrow, please, we need to remove this one.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Let me finish off my last 2
Let me just say this. That the enlightenment of the callers calling to the with all the due diligence in what they are saying, is that listening to the people gives you a guideline of how to run your politics, and that is the bottom line of it. The UDP will start regrouping from today. Today is another day, and getting ready for the next election, just like anybody else.
Proceed.
This one says, I am a UDP red since I was born, yet every election I am never approached by the candidates if I will support them. I always do, but I'm taken for granted. This election, didn't even see their manifesto. The POP was strong in their campaign and never seized a day. UDP leaders, please wake up and organize yourself and work hard. Work hard to achieve a victory for the UDP. And this one that I was going on, I say, I have to be honest. I'm a UDP since I was born. It really makes me angry when I see our candidates focusing on PUP voters. They get whatever they want. PUPs laugh at us because they are not in power, but yet they rule because all government workers are blue, and they are the ones who put our government to look bad.
Yeah.
So true.
Well, you know, there has to be a review of how the party looks ahead. We need to do a lot of analysis, but we have, the UDP has 6 municipalities, as you mentioned. The UDP controls the majority and the central government, and it's a matter of just reorganizing, listening to the people, attending to the people, and make the party policies not that it be more people focused. If it is the wish of the people that you look at election day as people are doing, we need to examine how do you deal with that. You have to provide the goods and services for the people while you're there, but at the same time, you have to continue strengthening your political organization, setting in place patterns for what the goal intends to be, and everyone must be involved. Everyone must be involved. This business, you telling this one to do that and this one to do that, isolation just doesn't work anymore. The key words that we heard today, gentlemen, tend to your people, listen to your people, and be to your people. So that the people advice need to be listened to, and then see where you move forward.
Sugar City Morning Show, buenos dias. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Am I live?
Yes, you are, sir. Go ahead. Proceed, Kyle.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Emmanuel. This is Jose Cocom.
Morning, Jose.
Morning, Negrito. Morning.
It's very well. I'm well rested now. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to you guys there in the studio, and of course, thank you to the Orange Rock Kenyans that came out yesterday and exercised their right to vote. It was a real challenge. It was an uphill battle, but at the end, we didn't all expect the victory that occurred. We thought we gave it our best, and hopefully it was a decision that will make Orange Rock better.
You mentioned one thing which I particularly like. Even if you lost, you gave it your best. And that is what's important. Jose, I'd like to tell you that I congratulate you, te felicito. I want to wish you all the best in the future. I think there's a lot in store for young, energetic, smart people like you. And I think that that ability cannot just go to waste. I think that if you channel all of these resources that you have, good things we'll be seeing good things from you. Jose, don't let this one drop you, make you drop down.
Exactly.
Get up.
I intend to do something about it, and of course I don't see myself walking away from politics. I find it
challenging.
No. But not only that, but community service is something I see myself going more towards now. I see the need for it. It has been a wake-up call for us throughout the campaign, and definitely I'll be sticking around, and hopefully we'll be seeing you guys again in the limelight.
Good. Yeah. It's good to hear from you.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm proud of you guys.
On behalf of the team, we'd like to say thanks to everyone that gave us their support, that believed in us and believed in our cause. We can't show you the appreciation, but from the bottom of our hearts, we'd like to say thank you. And of course, we had a great leader, Mr. Philip de la Fuente. Irregardless of what occurred, we know he is a great man, and the team that we assembled this time was a great team. So with that, guys, continue having a great morning, and Orange Rock Kenyans, have a blessed day and enjoy the rest of the morning.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you, and all the best to you. I can always tell people, elections can come, elections may go. We are always here.
Yes.
Checky.
This one is saying UDP needs to do better for the people. The people elect them to manage the country, for people to live comfortably and economically. They need to retract the favor to marijuana, retract the favor to evil and homosexual, reinstate the death sentence, and reduce taxes. I agree with the caller. I agree with the caller. Denny has to go. I want to give thanks to my people, Altamira and Finca Soliana Corozal, for your continuous support. It didn't matter those 200 village voters Rigo transferred. They couldn't win Altamira. We are proud. So a song like Altamira that was strong support for the UDP. I sent a text in Spanish. Yeah, but it's not that. I really can't understand the text. It said the UDP needs to send out mature people out in the fields to face the enemy.
A reflection of my very own sentiment.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, today is March 8th, and we want to congratulate all who won. That's the will of the people. Today, tomorrow, there is the analysis and the preparation for another election which is to come.
4 minutes after 9, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank the production crew. I'd like to thank Rakim. I'd like to thank Morris. I would like to also thank Mr. Ruben Campos here, faithfully with us.
Yeah. Arsenio, ask if you could please read this one before we leave.
Morris, I know that if there's anything,
just the one to the top.
You will always be there checking. Thank you very much. And to you, the audience, we want to thank you. Muchas gracias por su participación. Les quiero. ¿Tienes algún último comentario?
No, it just has to say that what it's saying here is that
quickly,
right now. I missed that one.
Like flash them pictures up, yeah.
You got too much pictures.
Aquí el último mensaje del día, simplemente para no dejar ninguno pendiente.
I had to do something.
Ahí en español.
Dice, la gente del norte no agradecen lo que el gobierno está haciendo. Si les quitan las líneas de voces de estudiantes, tal vez así entiendan que necesitan del UDP. Well,
that is just what somebody is saying, right?
Yeah, but you have to look at a broader view of these things.
Okay. Yeah.
Muy bien, compañeros, ha sido un gran gusto estar con ustedes. La vida nos presenta muchas sorpresas. Algunas son buenas, algunas no tan buenas. Los resultados de estas elecciones no fueron buenas para la gran mayoría. En realidad, el partido UDP siempre siempre ganó. Tiene todavía ¿cuántos municipios? Seis municipios, y el PUP solamente tiene 3. Así que el UDP ganó el doble lo que el PUP ganó.
Y el gobierno central.
¿Okay? Y el gobierno central, pues no fue elecciones del gobierno central, pero estamos hablando de los resultados de las elecciones ayer. El UDP ganó doble lo que el PUP ganó, y eso es la pura y neta verdad. Claro, nos hubiéramos gustado haber ganado, mantenido la ciudad de Belice y Orange Walk y Corozal, pero así es la vida, compañeros. Pero un gran gusto de estar con ustedes hoy. Estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana, recordándoles de que el lunes es día feriado. Así que si tienes que hacer compras, hazlo hoy o hazlo mañana, porque el lunes estará cerrado.
Friday there'll be a sitting of the house.
Friday there'll be a sitting of the house. Yes. Okay, compañeros. And there's going to be a press conference
at 3 o'clock at the Biltmore Plaza.
A las 3 de la tarde, una conferencia de prensa de gobierno del primer ministro. A las 3 de la tarde.
Biltmore Plaza.
Ok, así que, ¿qué más nos toca sino decir? Muchas gracias. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
I'm Robert Checky Usher.
RC1.
Ok, compañeros, se cuidan mucho. Nos vemos mañana. Recordarles que este show repite a las 9, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana a la misma hora. Se cuidan.